Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Given 16 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
this is going to be covered up by Washington. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, here's Gibson again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. A handoff for Gibson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Alert 3. Check, 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 check. Alert flat. Alert Viking 18.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. But first down, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll turn to Sanders. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 20.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st down, Gibson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now at FedEx Field, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, a run with Gibson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gibson again. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New